Do good to feel good. Listen to the connection between yoga, meditation, and service by the lovely Kashiji, an ex-IITian whose life changed after Sri Sri, his guru, met him. Be a part of this amazing rendezvous and log on with your questions on the 30th of September at 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time.
Welcome to One World Family's live broadcast event, Do Good, Feel Good. Exclusively for the members of One World Family, in this series of live broadcasts, you will be interacting with eminent personalities who have done good and made millions feel good through their contribution to the society. Introducing to you all the amazing, the wonderful, the vibrant, the techie, the trendy, the yogi in the art of living, the ever smiling and very dynamic Dinesh Kashikar, our very own Kashivaya. Kashivaya has traveled world over and transformed lives of millions through the art of living courses and yoga. Most of you are unaware, but he is an IITian graduate with masters in chemical engineering, now totally devoted to the spiritual cost of the art of living under the guidance of Sri Ravi Shankar. Over to you, Kashivaya.
Jai Gurudev. Welcome to oneworldfamily.org. Gurudev's vision is about how we can build a one world family. And through this website, through this whole process of creating events, creating opportunities for all of us to come together, do good and feel good. So as I was saying, I was studying at IIT Bombay and I was doing lots of things. I was GSEC of the hostel. I was playing football for IIT. 1 month in the Andamans as part of the wildlife camp. Did literature, theatre, so many different things. And yet somewhere deep inside, I had this craving. Okay, I want to do something else. I want to do good. I want to feel good. And all these things, though they made me feel good for a little while, somehow that didn't make my whole life transform. And I was waiting for something like this to happen. And in my 4th year, I found this very wonderful program. One of my friends said, come and do this Art of Living program. And I said, hey, Art of Living, I know how to live life. I've been doing this for so long. But my friend said, insisted, and just to keep his mind, just to keep him happy, I said, okay, let me just go and do this thing. And that's how I came to the Art of Living program. And I tell you, it transformed my life completely. At any point of time, if you ask me, when was I born? I would say it was on May 31st, 1995, when I first did my Part 1 course. Till that time, I did the Sudarshan Kriya. It was like I was living life. I was eating food, breathing, doing lots of things. And I thought, this is it. This was life. But the moment I did the Sudarshan Kriya, something opened up. And I felt, wow, there's more to life than just matter. There is spirit. And that's how I got introduced to the art of living. And then, since I felt so good, and I came to the ashram, did the advanced course, came again for Navratri, and came again during my vacations. I said, this is what I want to do with my life. And made my life good. So I said, okay, let me use this to make others' life also happier. And that's how I started Seva. As Guruji says, Seva comes from Sa Eva, which means like him. And I was inspired by Guruji. Just to see him being available for so many thousands of people, day in and day out, 365 days of the year, 24/7, it inspired me. And I said, if I could even do a little bit of what Guruji is doing, that would make my life complete. And after completing my studies, then I came to the Art of Living ashram, stayed here, did lots of things from agriculture to administration, from electricity to electrifying people's lives. All aspects of Art of Living, I had the good fortune of touching. And today, as I look back at my 17 years in the Art of Living, I see something which rarely few of my colleagues can say it's a life well lived. So today, I'd like to share my life with you, all of you out there on the internet. Uh, and let's see if some experiences from my life can make a difference in your life too. I would be most grateful for that. Thank you, Guruji, for giving me this opportunity. Dhanya, any questions that have come up?
Yes, there are questions pouring in from our live audience. The first one to go with, what is the purpose of One World Family?
What is the purpose of One World Family? Just yesterday, Guruji gave this wonderful quote. If you go on Guruji's Twitter handle at Shri Shri Speaks, SRISRISPEAKS, you'll find this quote out there. He says, technology has made the world a global village, and spirituality can make it a one world family, global family. Today, technology has made all of us come together. I can sit here in front of the camera and reach out to so many of you all over the world. I can see there are people viewing this webcast from Latin America, from Europe, from Russia, and of course from lots from India too. And I'm sure more will keep joining in as time passes by. Where technology has brought all of us together, so close together, there is something more that needs to be done. Just coming physically together or mentally together is not enough. I think we also need to come emotionally together, need to feel that sense of belongingness. That is what will really make this world a better place. And today, I feel spirituality is the thing that is going to create this one world family. To enable this, to give a technology base to this, to give a handle to this oneworldfamily.org website was created. Inspired by Guruji's vision of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, a one world family, this website enables us to have a social network where we can share our seva projects, where we can connect with other like-minded people, where we can share our photographs, our course events, our experiences, so many aspects of our life that we can share, knowing that it's reaching out to a person, an audience that we would like to reach out to. Not only that, there are many times where we would like to connect with some senior people on the art of living. We'd like to hear, how did Bhanu Didi spend her life with Guruji? How was it when Guruji was young? Maybe you'd like to ask Swami Sadhujata, how did it feel in those early days when there were 7 people on the ashram? How did it feel to build the ashram from the scratch? Kishorda, such an amazing personality. He was with Guruji right from the beginning almost. So, One World Family, through events like this Do Good, Feel Good event, will bring all these eminent personalities closer to everyone in the art of living, where we'll have an opportunity to interact, to ask questions, and to get answers from each of us. Yeah, Tanya?
Yeah, before we go ahead, can you ask people if everybody is able to view the video properly and if they can comment on the wall to know if everything is okay from their end?
Dhanya is asking if everyone can view this video feed properly, if everything is okay. If there are any glitches or anything, please feel free to let us know.
Else they can type
OK on that on the wall and let us know that everything is okay.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Yeah. So what exactly is this Do Good, Feel Good? What is Do Good, Feel Good?
It's a nice philosophy. Often to feel good, we feel we need to have something. Like if I have a great party, then I feel good. If I get a nice new gadget, then I feel good. If I get a pay raise, then I feel good. So our experience of feeling good has always been about getting something. And this stays for a little while. Like you eat a chocolate, the taste stays for a little while, and then we go back to our normal state of existence. So, but there's a better way of feeling good, and that's by doing good. When I make a difference in, say, a person's life, then that feel good factor stays for a longer time. It's much more effective. For example, today, even after 17 years, I still feel grateful to the people who introduced me to art of living. And even today when I meet them, I say, wow, thank you, Baba. thank you, Rajesh Bhaiya, for introducing me to this wonderful path. And that, of course, and all those people whom I meet today, I whom I introduced to the art of living, they still are thankful for me, grateful, and it feels so good to know that I could have made a difference in people's lives. Forget about just a spiritual path. If you ask any school teacher, you will see that people come up to their teachers after 20 years and tell, I was in your class in first standard and it made a difference to my life. Today, when we look at this mechanism of feeling good, we realize that getting something to feel good is a temporary mechanism, whereas doing good to feel good is a much more long term and long lasting mechanism. And it's so wonderful to see how Guruji gives this facility, creates so many seva projects all over the world, allowing people to express their gratefulness. So I would say, just find out what's the nearest seva project next to you. Go to the artofliving.org website. If you have a seva project that you would like people to join in with, or if you have a great, wonderful idea for a seva project, just put it in on oneworldfamily.org, and we'll see how more and more people can join together, join hands, and let's do good on this universe. I'm sure that's the best way of feeling good. Anya?
Okay, we have a question from Patrick Trompus. He asked, I'm not sure how to get that balance between doing seva activities and other responsibilities, yoga and meditation. Can you help? Often doing service is the best energizer, but sometimes I also get overtired and become ineffective.
The one thing to remember is when we are riding a bicycle, for example, you know how to balance. If you're leaning to the left, then you know, okay, I have to get back, compensate, and lean to the right. So inherently, we all know that there is a balance in life. The techniques of art of living, Sudarshan Kriya, Pranayam, meditation, Padmasadhana, all these techniques help us to find that balance within. Intuitively, I know, okay, this is what I need to do right now. So the first aspect of balancing our life between seva and our professional life is to know that, is to listen to our intuition, and honing that intuition, sharpening that intuition by doing sadhana can really make us much more effective at taking decisions like this. The second thing, much more deeper or much more subtler, that I would like to say is make your whole life a seva. Whether you're earning money, whether you're professional life, do it with a sense of passion. Let me tell you a story of Shivaji. Shivaji was a great king in Maharashtra, and as many of you know or may not know, that he had a guru. His name was Samarth Ramdas. At one point of time, Shivaji felt, oh, I've done enough, now I want to rest. And he went to his guru and said, just give me sadhana. I want to retire from my professional life and just go into a spiritual life. The guru said, okay, come tomorrow and I'll tell you what to do. The next day when Shivaji came in to the guru's presence, the guru said, okay, go sit on the throne and rule this country. Shivaji said, oh, but that's exactly what I didn't want to do. That's what I want to get free of. So the guru said, yeah, this is my country now. You have given it to me. And now rule on my behalf. You're doing my job for me. This is your seva. That time something clicked in Shivaji. He said, oh, whatever I'm doing, I can do as seva, as service. And from that day onwards, it said, Shivaji became much more successful because every action of his became seva, became service. So whether he was ruling the country, giving justice, fighting wars, it was all for his guru. So in our life, we don't need to run away from life. This is the art of living, not the art of leaving. And living our life, we can still do lots of things with this feeling inside. Oh, I'm doing it for my Lord, for my whoever you are connected with, whatever you feel like. It doesn't matter who you feel grateful to. Just the feeling of gratefulness can transform our life. And thank you.
That's a perfect insight, Bhaiya. Yeah, again for the viewers, if the video is skipping and problems, one could be the internet speed at our end or at their end. You can just ask them to type on the wall. We could go smoothly with our chat.
If there are still any glitches, if there are some holdups in the video or something, please type on our wall. Let us have your feedback. Since this is the first time, it's a learning experience for us too. And we are doing good, we are feeling good. You please do good and you'll also feel great. Then, yeah, next.
Yes. Apart from teaching the art of living courses, which play a big role in social transformation, the audience would like to know what projects are you involved, like social causes or against social evils.
Yeah. Art of living itself is involved in so many causes, so many projects that it's virtually impossible for me to highlight all of these in a short program like this. Uh, in fact, I would say I personally don't know all the projects that Art of Living is involved in. If you really want information, I know for sure that artofliving.org project lists out a lot of websites. However, if you have a project that you have not has not yet been featured anywhere, please feel free to create an account on oneworldfamily.org, upload it, and our web team will really pick up all these projects from here and then showcase it on our main website, artofliving.org. In any case, I personally am passionate about yoga. That's my forte. Um, Inspired by Guruji, I decided to see what really yoga means. And as I go deeper into yoga, I find that it's one technique that can be used by each and every one of us all over the world, wherever we are, whatever we are doing, whether we are fat, whether we are thin, whether we are healthy, whether we are not healthy. It's something that can make a difference to our lives. And yoga as a project is what I'm passionate about. And next week, we're starting the Peace and Health Week, where we'll be reaching out to so many people, spreading peace and health uh, in prisons, through seva projects, through courses, making a transformation in people's lives. In fact, I would feel that the best seva that we can really do is bring a transformation in an individual's life. That's why in India, Guruji has called this organization the Vyakti Vikas Kendra. How we can make a Vyakti, an individual, develop. And I really feel that social transformation starts at the individual. So um, I'm passionate about bringing transformation in every individual life on this planet. There's a classic story that is told of the grandfather and the grandson. They're walking on the beach, and there are thousands of starfish grounded on the beach. The, the child picks up one starfish, throws it back into the ocean, and the grandfather asks, "What difference can you make? There are thousands of them on the beach." And the boy picks up one more and says, "It will make a difference to this," and throws it in. I feel today, in all our lives, this is what we can do. It does not matter what the enormity of the task is, but let us make a difference in our small way, wherever we are, whatever we can do. And I think this is what doing good and feeling good is all about. Yeah.
Tell us about the best part of your work.
The best part of my work is doing good to feel good, like this whole program is about. I find that the more I live my life, the more happier I am. And this is what really everyone's searching for. We had our alumni reunion the other day, and I met a lot of my batchmates. And one looked at me and they said, "Wow, Kashi, you're the one who has really done good in life." And today, if I look at my life, I really feel uh, what is it that we are anyway searching for? We want lots of money, we want a good family, we want a good apartment to live in, a good lifestyle. For what? For happiness, finally. And I find that this is the most effective way, this is the most appropriate way to be happy. That's what my life is all about. And I know for sure many of you out there are also doing the same thing.
Yeah, for the viewers, if people are not able to see the chat window, you can request them to refresh. Then they can type questions and report their technical problems so that we'll be able to help out.
if you're not able to, if you're having some more glitches and you're not able to type in the chat window, just refresh your page and you should be able to type again and let us know about your feedback for this event.
We have more questions. It is said that it is very difficult to find a master. How did you realize that Shri Shri is the right one?
Oh, it was immediate. There was always a quest inside. I always knew that there's something more to life than just the mundane act of eating, sleeping, getting a job, getting married, and dying. And the day I saw Guruji's photograph, there was a realization that, okay, yeah, this is what I want to do. This is the person I want to be with. I remember Guruji saying this, that the recognition happens from inside. And this is what happened for me. The moment I looked at him, I knew this is my master. And every passing day has just strengthened this thought. What I feel is that just having a master in life, having a guru in life, the word master is so small compared to the word guru. The word guru itself means, gu means guhya, that which is hidden. Ru, that which throws light on which is hidden. The master has come into my life, guru has come into my life, bringing so much light on who am I, what am I doing here, what am I here for. As an object of adoration, I feel that he's channelized my gratitude, ever grateful to him for coming into my life. And I tell you, each one of us has had our own special experience with Guruji. I think that's what we all need to hold on to, realize that our lives have got transformed very, very dramatically just by having a guru in our life. Yeah?
What would be the first thing you would do if today was your last day?
Oh, I live life as if today is my last day. Sometimes I forget this, but and that's what enables me to smile. I know, okay, this is the last thing I'm going to do in my life. That's why let me do it the best I can. Whenever I remember this, I become happy. Sometimes I forget this and then I think, oh, I have a whole big life to live. Then it gets bogged down. But with Guruji's grace, it comes back to this. So if you ask me what's the last act of life, I'll tell you it's breathing out, and I do it all the time. And so do you.
That is so nice. What is your vision for a perfect society?
When society has a vision, then that's a perfect vision for society. Having a vision in life is what can propel us towards a good thing. And I tell you, today Art of Living has reached out to 152 countries all over the world, bringing a transformation in so many people's life. This is something that can really, this is a vision that propels me. To see how Guruji started single-handedly in 1981, and not just 1981, I mean he was there before that also, but how this Art of Living movement started and how it has made such a big difference. I think this is what we need to keep in our mind and do whatever we can. This is what will bring a transformation in society.
So Bhaiya, what is your own definition of happiness?
My own definition of happiness is to be happy. Everyone knows what is happiness. You ask a child, give it a chocolate and say, what is happiness? He says, of course. Are you foolish? Happiness has touched each one of our lives. And there's no point defining it, because happiness can come in many forms, in many flavors, through many events. But at the base of all of this, we need to realize that events are just excuses to be happy. And the happiness really lies within. This is what the teachings of His Holiness Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji has inspired, has brought to me, that really speaking, happiness is not outside, out there in the world, it's within. Now this knowledge is something that we have all heard so many times, but the practices, the Sudarshan Kriya, the meditation, the Padma Sadhana, all these things enables me to actually experience this. So I usually say the knowledge is something which is universal. But to experience that knowledge, we need to get our mind in the perfect state. And that's why it's so necessary to do the Sudarshan Kriya, do the practices. That's what will make a real big difference in our life.
I'm
Yeah.
sure that would be an inspiration to a lot many watching us live. Okay. What are your current projects that you are working on, and what is your next project?
I'm passionate about many things. So the one thing that I really am passionate about is yoga, as I said earlier. So I'm looking at how we can bring yoga to people from all walks of life, whether it's in a corporate setting, whether it's for nursing mothers, for children, for housewives, for students, and I see this happening throughout the world. So one is yoga. The second is technology. I see there's a lot of role that technology can play and make it bring spirituality, make it accessible to all of us, like what you're doing just now. And if any one of you out there are interested in joining hands with me, joining hands with the great team out here, please feel free to just mark this out, give us your details, and let us know what your capabilities are and how you can join into this project. As you know, Sumeru Software Solutions is something that Guruji started out with this whole intention of getting technical people with expertise to contribute in any manner that they find suitable. So, if you have that kind of expertise, feel free to contact us and we'll take you on board.
Okay. Another question: how to accept the state of feeling nobody? How to be within that state?
First of all, just know that everything is changing. If you want to hold on to some state, know that it also will change. So, really, knowledge is all about seeing the change, seeing that some things are ever changing and seeing that some things don't change, holding on to the non changing and letting go of the ever changing. This is what knowledge is about. And this is the way to live life happily and live life in the present. Yeah.
Yeah, can we also ask the viewers, we'll announce again to refresh the pages if they are not
Okay.
able to view you.
Okay. If you're not able to view me and if you're not able to hear this announcement, please refresh your pages because you cannot hear me. You can definitely refresh. Thank you so much.
We have an audience asking, after Jagadev, after long Kriya, my mind gets very tired due to thoughts during Kriya. Do I feel very peace at heart? What to do?
Many a times we think meditation um, or any spiritual practices should clear my mind of thoughts. Um, Really speaking, meditation or dhyana comes from the Sanskrit dhi, which means buddhi, and na, which means no. So, where the intellect gets some rest, that is dhyana. When we go into a meditative state, you might find a lot of thoughts are coming up. That's perfectly fine. Just relax. In fact, Guruji says there are three sutras for meditation. One is akinchan. Oh, I am nothing. Having holding on to an identity, thinking I am great, I am not so good, I am rich, I am poor. All these identities prevent us from going into the state of meditation. Second, a, a calm, letting go of our desires. If I say, okay, I want this and that's why I'll meditate, then the whole mind gets clogged down with those desires. So for those 20 minutes, just let go of your desires, saying, okay, whatever is, I'm happy with it. It doesn't mean that you have to let go of your desires for the rest of your life. No, hold on to your desires. It's perfectly fine. But while meditation, just let go. And third one is aprayatna. I do nothing. So just let go and know that you're not doing anything anyway. And so whatever is happening, some thoughts are coming up, you feel good, feel bad, all these things will come up and go. Just relax, just do the Sudarshan Kriya. It's like when you throw out your garbage, you don't analyze, oh, this is yesterday's potato or day before yesterday's tomato. You just throw it out just like that. The same way, whatever is happening in the mind, just let go, just relax, you'll be fine.
Sure, the person has got his answers. The next one. Despite our best intentions to do good, sometimes things do not work out the way, and I end up feeling not good. What is the way out?
You know, one thing is we don't need to hold on to any emotion. It's okay not to feel good once in a while. Like Guruji says, uh, all the negative emotions, as long as they are like a line on water, it's perfectly okay. They stay for some time and then go away quickly. So if someone tells you by doing the Sudarshan Kriya, you will feel good always, you'll never not feel good, I'm sorry, that's not the way it is. You will go through some hardships in life, you might go through some problems, you might go through some ups and downs in the mind. But what the Kriya enables us to do, what the spiritual techniques enable us to do, is realize that how we can come back to our nature faster. So if you notice, before doing the course, you might have taken 3 days, 10 days, 1 month, 2 years to come back to normal. But after doing the course, after doing the spiritual techniques, makes it much more easier to come back to our nature. So don't be afraid of not feeling good. Just keep doing good, and I'm sure you'll feel good.
The other question. Kashi, it is very nice story which you have already told. The story about the king. However, I'm working in business and it's difficult to believe that I'm doing something really helpful. I do it with passion, but unfortunately, upset my question was not finished. I do my work with passion, but unfortunately, I'm not helping anybody. Is it possible to see a good purpose in work and business?
You know, many people have the same question, and that's why Guruji started this conference uh, called World Forum for Ethics in Business, WFEB, where the top-notch economists, top businessmen, top administrators, the top people in all fields come together every year, and they are able to discuss and see what is the role of ethics in business. And I'm sure this is something that's going to come up much more. In fact, in our management college in the Shri University, we have a special faculty, a special course for this, where we teach how ethics in business can make your business much better. If you notice, over a period of years, this has already been happening. Many companies now have CSR initiatives where people get together to do something which is for the community, which is socially responsible. And over a period of time, I'm sure every business, it will not just become a feature, but it will be something very essential. As for job satisfaction, Guruji says you do the job to earn your living. For the satisfaction, come here, do seva, do spirituality. So for now, I would suggest take up some project. Uh, if you don't have the time at all, just do something good by maybe you can look up at the Dharmastham Yojana (DSY), where you're able to contribute to bringing up society in various ways. Guruji is doing so many projects all over the world. You can be part of that. Let me tell you a small example. I had gone to Patna recently, maybe a couple of months back, last month actually. And there is this movie theater owner in Patna, Mr. Sinha, and he shared that he talked to his employees and he said, why don't we do something good? Let's all contribute from our salary, whatever we want to contribute. And all the employees, right from the security guard at the gate to the manager, everyone said, okay, every month I'd like to contribute some amount of my salary. So it all came together, and then the owner sent this to the ashram to support some activity. And every month he would tell his employees, look, this month we were able to provide one cow. This month we were able to build this part in the ashram. And that made the everyone feel so good about it. Because even if I contributed 10 rupees, I feel part of doing something nice. I think this is where we all need to realize what Guruji says. Daan se dhan shuddhi. When we contribute, it purifies our wealth. And this is the way to really move forward. Yeah.
Yes. There are, let's say, people who have not done the course yet. and are put off by the fact that we idolize Gurudev and worship him. What do we tell them?
You know, idolizing and worshipping is not limited just to spiritual figures. I've heard that in Tamil Nadu they build temples for movie actresses. In a company, you might idolize your boss. Rare, but could be possible. At college we always have this professor whom we really look up to, and we feel, wow, this is I would like to be like this. And of course, it's up to each individual to make a relationship with the Guru. In fact, the Guru says that he is beyond relationships. If it could be bound in a relationship, it's no longer a Guru. So, and yet we need some form to relate to, and that is why the Guru is there. So, when we realize that it is the formless and we need a form to relate to, then we can understand why this idol worship, why this thing. Secondly, I would say personally that we don't need to impose our values on everyone. That is fanaticism. So all we need to do is you live the life, you live your values, you stand up for what you stand for, but let others choose their own path. So, summarizing, I would just say that there are different paths for each individual, and Art of Living provides all this path. That's what makes this path so complete. For people who love physical exercise, there's yoga. For people who love meditating, there's meditation. For people who love social service, there's service. For people who love singing and dancing, there's bhajans, satsang. Each aspect of human life is covered in the Art of Living. So I usually like to say Art of Living is like a ice cream shop. There are many flavors. You choose the flavor you like and you eat. So,
How does it feel to be residing at 21st kilometer Kanakpura Road? What has been your experience?
heaven. If there is heaven anywhere on earth, it's here, it's here, it's here. Someone said this about Kashmir some time ago, but I would say this about 21st kilometer Kanakpura Road. Welcome home. This is a place where I came 17 years back and have never left. Though my body has gone out here and there, but I know that I have been home and this is my home. It's yours too. Welcome home.
What is your most memorable moments with Guruji?
I would say every moment is memorable. When I think, okay, this is it, nothing can get better than this, the next moment seems even better. What I really feel touched about is the way he cares. Once I was actually feeling that, oh, Guruji is not looking at me, and I felt, oh, what will I do? How can I live life? And it was Monday morning after Rudrabhishek, and we were walking back from the old meditation hall to Shakti Kutir where he used to stay. And every time I would go on, say Guruji's left, and he would talk to the person on his right. And I would go to the right, he would talk to the person on the left. I felt really very sad. I said, oh, Guruji is not looking at me. And after a little while, I just happened to be on the same side and Guruji looked that side. I was very happy. Wow, now something's going to happen. And he looked down and said, oh, this plant, there's no one is watering this plant. And I said, oh, Guruji, is this plant more important than me? And he said, oh, Kashi, how can you even think that a living individual like you who are so dear to me, I don't look at you? Even my ignorance is for your benefit. That's when I realized that with my master, every moment he cares. He really takes care of me. And just a little while back, maybe a couple of months back, we were all sitting and suddenly Guruji asked, Mango, kya chahte ho? Ask, what do you want? And we were all stunned. We didn't know what to say. Guruji turned around and said, मांगना हो तो ये मांगो कि तुम्हारी नज़र मुझ पर टिकी रहे, मैं तो हमेशा देखता रहूँगा. If you have to ask that you stay focused on the knowledge. I will always take care of you. And this has been my experience all these 17 years. If there's one person who can unconditionally love you, can unconditionally take care of you, it's Guruji. And so every moment has been so gratifying.
Yeah, we don't want people to be missing out on such beautiful stories of yours and all this. So can you ask them to refresh their page if they...
Okay, so you already heard Dhanya saying that again. Please do so.
Yeah. There is a question. A few of us Yes Plus graduate wants to start a blog about Guru stories and Guruji's miracle stories. How do we go about it?
Oh, it's very simple. Today, technology has made us able to reach out so easily. In fact, very soon we'll probably have a bloggers conference in the art of living where all you bloggers out there who write about art of living, who'd like to share their stories with art of living, who'd like to showcase events with the art of living, we'll get everyone together here at ashram, brainstorm how we can do much more of this. So you're welcome to start this. I would say create an account, get together with people, get get to know people, move out. Maybe if you want to make a network through all the different cities, get more Yes Plus people together. All of you get together and start. The more the merrier. Today, the world is a better place because of art of living. Why not we showcase this? So, if you want more information, please feel free to contact our web team. Um, you can write to us at uh, we'll provide you the addresses at the end of this session, so hold on till the end of the session and then we'll let you know where and whom you can contact to set up your blog, to integrate with the other blogs that are there out on the planet, to get in touch with people who want to share stories.
Can they,
Yeah.
they can use the One World family too.
Of course, One World Family has been set up to uh, to showcase your stories, to bring out all these things. So please feel free to use this website, to use the social network, to network with more individuals, share your stories, share your experiences, make life a better place.
Another question. Art of Living has beautifully merged the concept of yoga and service. How both go hand in hand?
I would say that to do service, you need certain energy. When you do service, when you're doing something good for society, you feel good. And then when you sit down for your meditation, for your yoga, uh, it makes a big difference. Like, for example, when the electricity goes off, when there's no current, and there's only a little bit of light, suddenly you see darkness everywhere. But when you have electricity, when you have the whole world is filled with light, makes your life much more easier, much more brighter. See, just like this. In the same way, when you are full of less energy, you feel tired, very difficult to do service. But when you have the strength, when you do your practices, when you do your yoga, then service becomes natural. So, in this way, I feel that yoga and service go hand in hand. If you do just service all your life, you feel tired. If you just do yoga and don't do service, then it feels a sense of frustration. Oh, I have so much energy, I don't do anything. So that's why yoga and service go hand in hand.
Every day, a new scam is revealed. What can be done to make India free from corruption and how individual can contribute towards it?
You know, it starts with every individual. We need to have confidence in ourselves. Let me tell you a story of our Sri Sri Ayurveda, which is run by very young and dynamic individuals. In Hyderabad, we have a factory and we needed to get some permissions. Our youth there, they just went to the offices and they sat there and said, look, we are not going to be corrupt. We don't accept corrupt practices. So they went and sat there and they said, doesn't matter how long it will take. Um, our foundation is going to stay for 5,000 years. But you're going to be alive for a few years. It's up to you. Uh, and I tell you, just by their commitment to being straightforward, by their commitment to not being corrupt, they got all their permissions and their job got done. And today we have this factory which is producing Shakti drops, Ojas Vita, all those things that are such um, life promoting. Uh, I tell you, if you make a real strong determination, yes, we can tackle corruption. And like Guruji says, together, we all need to come together. The root of corruption is a sense of non-belongingness. When we feel belongingness, then there's no corruption there. Like I can't be corrupt against someone I love, someone who's part of my family. In my family, if I don't feel that belongingness, then I want to fight with that person, do something against that person. So when we start increasing a sense of belongingness all over the world, when everyone can come together and be part of one world family, that's what this website is all about, oneworldfamily.org, then it can make a big difference to all our lives. So I would say the solution for corruption is bringing a sense of belongingness. That's what Art of Living is doing. So let's spread this sense of belongingness. Let's spread the art of living. I think that is the only long-term solution that we can really think about. Danya?
Yeah. Last few questions. Can you please elaborate and tell your experience on how technology can be used for transformation in the society?
Technology is a tool. And I feel that it can be used in many ways. The same technology can be used to do good, it can be used to do not so good things. It's up to us, the choice is in our hands. Today, if you look at so much news sites, news portals, so much activity happening, technology is one way in which we can reach out very easily and present our viewpoint to so many people all over the world. Today, I feel that like-minded people, good thinking people should really use technology. And this is the whole purpose of setting up this website where you can share your stories, share your photographs, share events. If you notice, just last month Guruji had gone to Latin America and there were 1.5 million people gathered together for the satsang. Unprecedented. Today, I feel that using technology, using the tools of technology can make a big difference in getting people together. It's up to us to use our creativity. There are so many things that it's really not possible to list out them one by one. But on this, if you have your views to share, please do share them on this site, and then we'll see how we can use them, propagate them, get more people to use these ideas that we have.
One more question. Many times we feel we are not aware that the mind is conditioned. How to realize this and move forward?
One thing is, when we are in a dream, it seems so real to us. And that's the reason having a guru makes a big difference in life. When we have a guru, we are able to have someone who can tell us, okay, move on, get out, come out of this. So whether you have a teacher, whether you have a person whom you look up to, it's up to you. In the same way, we be a guru to someone. Guruji says, be a guru to someone in life. And being a guru means what? Not that they have to come and touch your feet, but you are unconditionally there for someone. You say, okay, I'm here for you, for your benefit, for your good. And second thing that I feel is, have this confidence that you are on this path and you are moving forward. Like Guruji says, if you move 10 steps forward, you can move 8 steps back, but you can't go all the way back. So eventually there is a purpose to life, and discovering this purpose, who am I, what am I here for, this is what really we need to ask ourselves. That's the way to move forward.
I'm sure you have answered the queries of a lot of people here. So one last message for the viewers of One World Family.
It's been a pleasure being here on One World Family, being here in the offices of Sumeru Software Solutions, doing this webcast, doing this whole show, and I'm sure we'll be able to get many more senior functionaries from the Art of Living. I look forward to listening to viewpoints of all the other Swamis. Once we get this stabilized, we'll probably have Guruji also on this event. So I would say, keep coming back, keep looking forward to this, and most importantly, I think this knowledge is so precious and you can reach out to so many people. Tell your friends about it. Get your friends onto this social network. Let's make a big difference in society. I'm sure together we can do it. Jai Gurudev.